There are a multitude of reasons why artists may experience a downfall in their popularity, failure to keep up with trends, screaming your name on a song that already has an overwhelming amount of features.
Another one.
Or being a golden Oreo that's laced with chocolate in between in a world where chocolate people are already allergic to each other. Iggy Azalea was one of the most promising artists to come out of the 2010s era. Well, that was before Playboy Carti sucked her blood. But okay, imagine you're an ordinary 16-year-old Australian girl going on a solo trip to the United States, not knowing that you're going to be the face of a genre that's predominantly black and overly masculine. And then before you know it, you're being endorsed by the likes of T.I. and you're making songs about how it feels to be an it girl. Yeah, going from IGG what? Write my name in bold to MIA in italics. Like, that's insane, man. Another thing that was widely reported in the media was her relationships. Apparently she dated this other basketball player called Nick Young. Yeah, you'd swear the Kardashians took her under their silicone wings. Yeah, she was in a relationship with Playboy Carti and then became Playboy Carti's baby mama. And Playboy Carti was too busy playing the PlayStation to see his own child being delivered. That's insane, man. Fetty Wap. I haven't heard of that name since I started prepping for this video. Fetty Wap was one of the most vibrant rappers to come out of the 2016 era. He had a unique voice and flow, but even people like me with both my eyes open can't seem to find him anywhere. That's insane. Nobody talks about Fetty Wap anymore. So what happened to Fetty Wap? Aside, Fetty Wap is the only fallen off rapper that doesn't get clowned. Unlike DaBaby and Roddy Ricch, Fetty Wap still has some respect to his name. Yeah, Fetty Wap walked around without an eye patch his entire life. Not even Nick Fury could do that. Wow. Well, unfortunately, not even superheroes are above the law. Yeah, because the first thing I get when I search Fetty Wap is how he got arrested in 2023 over some illicit substances. I guess losing a couple of limbs in jail isn't that bad for him. I mean, he's already shown us that he's got the resiliency to live on without a limb. I mean, McConan had a club going up on a random Tuesday in 2015 and he was the talk of the town. But ever since the sun came up the next Wednesday, we never heard of him again. And rumor has it that he was rubbing shoulders with owls that night. You got a video that's co-signed by an owl logo. I guess we all know what that means. That's like being in a Tyler Perry movie and being put in a dress and still being sidelined by Hollywood. And speaking of dresses, McConan came out the closet just 3 years later, telling the world that he was homosexual. And then later that year, he meets up with Lil Peep, and they decided to work on some music. And I thought maybe this is I Love McConan coming back. Even I thought, yay, the club is going up this Tuesday, only to find out that he was gonna jump into the closet again. And well, it's a little too late or too early to say that DJ Khaled has fallen off. I'd say he's actually cemented himself as a legend. Yeah, but he's probably one of the most hated successful Palestinian Americans that are around in this era. Ever since the war started, he hasn't said a single word. And it's a little bit out of his character. If it was producing a song, he'd be screaming his sunflower oil infused heart out onto the song. But when it comes to supporting his own countrymen, he doesn't have any gas left in the chunky tank. And Palestinians are obviously taking offense on that. How can you be this successful and not be able to give back? Let me land. Speaking out for Palestine has a price. And you know, those that do have the guts to speak out for Palestine end up losing their jobs, losing their money, and tarnishing their reputation. And I'm not saying it's cool for DJ Khaled, you know, to take care of his bread and all the money that he's making, but I think this is what other Palestinians might need to consider about, you know, DJ Khaled's whereabouts. He probably doesn't want to say anything that's too political, something that could get him off the bandwagon because he's successful, you know.